Mm-mm. Good morning, everybody. I don't know if I'm live yet. Still setting up. There it is. I think I'm live. Good morning. How's everybody? There we go. Monday morning live. I was going to take the day off. Denise over at Spiritual Growth, she read on everything I was going to read on. Stole my ideas. So I said, well, I get to take the day off. She said, no, I don't. I have to read on this stuff anyway. So I was going to read on dark money. And I was going to throw a little twist in it. And she did it too. So she did it very specifically. I'm going to do it a little more general. Dark money in the Catholic Church. Let's just take a look at that. I think this dark money is going to be exposed through anonymous. So I want to look at that too. Lots of stuff in the news about dark money. And I've had people ask me about dark money in the Supreme Court, blah, 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 blah. It keeps going. Just, it's so huge. So I was going to read on it. And, but today in the news feeds, just a ton of stuff. What's going on with Trump and his accounting firm, Mars? How do you pronounce it? Marza? Are they going to open up some dark money files? And is that going to be? Let's take a look at that too. So lots to look at. Oh yeah, and then there's this big old volcano in the Canary Islands. I don't know if you, I saw a program, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I think, where they said that part of that Canary Island can slip into the ocean and cause this huge tidal wave on the East Coast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I had this image after I got back from Shasta of this big, like, wall of water, like there was an atomic bomb set off in the water near the East Coast and just got, and I'm like, is that it? However, today, the weather, I think National Weather Service said, no, that is really unlikely. But then why did they have a program on it 2 or 3 years ago? I don't know. And then there's the volcano in Alaska. That could produce a big old tsunami down here. Better get my rowboat out. Anyway, it's strange times. And this is entertainment only. So, but what is not entertainment is to be prepared. Have some extra food. If a big tsunami washes you away, you're not going to be able to do anything. But if the big tsunami comes and knocks out your food supply for a couple of weeks, well, you could have done something about that. So I keep going, yeah, well, I'm going to be prepared. Then I look at my stuff and I'm not. Well, I'm more prepared than others. I'm probably not. Okay, let's look into this. And I wanted to look into inflation too, because it's all about money. Money, money, money. All right. How long have I been yakking? Somebody goes, you've been talking a long time. You haven't thrown a card yet. Welcome to my world. Okay, here we go. Let's look at inflation. I am going to be using my Wild Unknown deck, my Brady Tarot. I also have my Mystical Shaman, because I wanted to read on some, there's so much to read on. Let's just look at inflation. Let's look at inflation. Are we... I think there's going to be some, peaks and valleys of this. So the question I want to ask is is inflation going to run away from us? Is Yellen and the Fed going to be able to manage this inflation? Well, I don't know if it's fears, but this is the card that popped out. 3 of Cups. So yes, they will. The Biden administration, Yellen, and the Feds are going to manage this. And there's people that are saying, oh my gosh, we can't keep spending all this money. We can't keep printing money. We can't keep doing this. Which I kind of agree with. But is that fear-based? Is that the old economy? Or are we going to be able to do something new to straighten this out? Let's just pull 6 on it and see where we are with it. Inflation for the next, I was going to say 6 months. Let's say a year. How is the U.S. going to do with inflation for the next year? Sorry. So I got the 4 of Pentacles. Once again, as I always say, I put all these cards right side up, and this came upside down. So 4 of Pentacles, hanging on to things, being really tight, controlling your money, but it's upside down. So there's going to be a little free flow. We're not going to be controlling it as much as we think we are. And now, is that inflation, or is that giving out money so that or loosening up restrictions so that we can control the inflation? Let's keep going. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Clearly, this is all about money. And in this deck, you can see it's going up. So I think inflation is going to go up. At the base of the deck, we have the Hierophant, the government. Let's drop this down. Y'all can see what I'm looking at. Okie dokie. Maybe let me drop this down so it gets closer. Close your eyes if you get sick, seasick or something. All right, so we have the Hierophant, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. In the past, we have Judgment. So we're facing this judgment is what we've done in the past. We are now dealing with today. And that is our money policy and the government, how we've dealt with that. The Ace of Wands. So you look at this card, it's one of the few cards besides this 4 that actually has any color in it. We have the lightning bolt here, but this is a powerful new idea, new way of looking at things. And this is, it's kind of like the old school versus the new school. And I think that's the new school of we are going to manage this and the potential near future. Yes, Daughter of Cups. All right. So we are going to figure this out, and it is new. So the daughter is not the king. The daughter is somebody that will make mistakes, that will that is this younger energy, but it's a calming energy too. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, but we're going to have a little bit of a rough thing because of the 7 of Pentacles. Inflation is going to try to climb up. But I think at the base is the government coming in with a new idea. I mean, that sounds government, new idea. Do they have new ideas? Well, and it's going to be good. And it's going to be a Joe Biden, maybe Jill Biden. She's not the Daughter of Cups, but Maybe she's going to go, hey, Joe, why don't you do this? I wonder what she says to him as far as policy, and if he listens. If he wants my advice, he would listen. If he wants my advice. All right, let's move on. We got inflation. Let's look at dark money and anonymous. Is anonymous going to blow this dark money path open? So here's the things that I was reading in the news feed today. Matt Gaetz, bouffant boy, he gave $100,000 to a group, Right Direction America. It was headed by Chris Christie. There's just a whole bunch wrong with that sentence, isn't it? Anyway, and that was right after the first impeachment, the first one of Trump, to try to, I don't know what they were doing with it. I didn't really read it, but Bouffant Boy gives $100,000 to this, and they don't know where the money's going. Why? Because it's dark. The other one is the ex-CEO of Overstock. He gave money to, how much did he give? I didn't write it down. To that Russian agent, Maria Barbutina. Really? So I guess he was like hanging out with her, hanging out. Can't believe I just said that. What about Trump's accounting firm, Marza? They're in the news again. They're going to court. Is Anonymous going to open that up? And I want to look specifically at the Catholic Church. So let's just do an overview of Anonymous. Are they going to open things up, shed some light on some of this dark money? Let's just pull 3 and see where that goes. And if we need to go deeper, we will. Will Anonymous start shedding some light on this dark money? It's not start because they already have. That's a yes card. Not right away, because this 6 of Wands riding in as a winner, coming up as a butterfly, you have to get through that thicket first. So yeah. Honest. Any effect on showing where this dark money is going or coming from. All right. That's a dark card. 8 of Cups. This is all the brokenness of everything. This is the dark mountain. This is the dark money. 8 of Cups is walking away from sorrow. A lot of times it's walking away to find yourself. In this deck, in this image, it's just the mound of sorrow, of darkness. But there is light up here. So will Anonymous shed light on this dark money path? We got the 4 of Swords next. This 4 of Swords is normally retreat, is normally sickness, time out, rest. This, it's kind of like, it's not the sacrificial lamb, although it could look like it, but this lamb has intuitive information and it's being challenged by the dark swords, but the Lamb is light, the Lamb is bright. So is Anonymous going to be exposing these people? That card says yes to me, as does the Son of Cups. They're bringing forth some light, and that cup is pretty dark, but then it's got the light coming out of it. So yeah, I think that they are going to be opening this up. I think Anonymous is going to have a big role in it for entertainment purposes only. Wow, I just spun my neck around. Yikes. All right. I'm in a goofy mood today. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, here we go. So as many of you may know, I was raised Catholic. So to look at this Catholic Church and dark money, it's kind of weird for me. Not that I'm a practicing Catholic anymore, but you know, I spent a good portion of my life, you know, being drugged to masses and religious. And it was drugged because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. Can't they do it in English instead of Latin? Oh, and then they changed it to English. And I go, oh my God, can't they go back to Latin? It's kind of better. Okay. Is the Catholic Church involved in dark money to politicians? I can't tell you how loud of a yes I just heard in my head. Just do 3 and see if that confirms it. It's Catholic Church. Homer. All right, so I'm using my Brady Tarot for this. 3 cards. Fulfillment. And when I looked at this card, what I saw was the dripping. So it's not a moose dripping. These cards are so rich. It's not a moose. What is this? Oh, now I got to look it up. But anyway, he just got onto the water. He's dripping wet. He's dripping with complicity, I think. Next card is withdrawal. And the star. Interesting. So it looks like from these cards, what I'm getting here is, yes, they're pulling away from it though. They're withdrawing from this because maybe the heat's coming on them a little too much. And they're just going to hide it a little bit. I mean, you've got the star out there and a lot of darkness here. And they're trying to balance things out. Let's pull a clarity card on that star. See if we can. Dark money in the Catholic Church. So to get clarity on the sun, on the star card, I got the sun. Isn't the sun a star? Thank you. Thank you for the clarity. These cards are so good. I got a bear fishing. And I got a fortune teller. Let me read your palms. So these are all clarifying the star card. So here we have offerings, praying. Here we have a fishing expedition. And here we have somebody exposing the truth. So maybe it's anonymous. Again, these people that are hacking in. But let's just look. Is the Catholic Church going to be exposed? No, that's, never mind. Are we going to find out that the Catholic Church is part of this dark money? Politicians. Is the public going to find out that the Catholic Church is part of this dark money? I heard yes, but not many people. It won't really mean much. Okay. So we have Father of Feathers. We have Justice. And Father of Arrows. So fathers are kings. Feathers are wands. Arrows, swords. So there's going to be some passion about this. There's going to be justice brought, and it's going to come out in the courts with this feather of arrows, father of arrows, feather of arrows. Because this is like legal stuff, and it's kind of harsh. You have that vulture, that's like, or is it a condor? Could be a condor. Vultures have red heads, I think. Anyway, yeah, I think it is going to come out. I think it is. How long have we gone? 24. Okay. Let's look at the volcanic activity on the East Coast. I just heard go back to Bouffant Boy and see if he is let's just look at what's going on with him. This stuff seems to take forever. Matt Gates, what are you doing? 411, 6 cards on Matt Gates in the near future. Next couple of months. Well, that one did not, kind of slipping out. Something to do, I think, with his wife, his new wife. All right, Matt Gates. What's the 411 on you? 6 months. What's the Ooh, he's got secrets. Really? Maddie, you got secrets, Maddie? High Priestess. Oh, sorry. Let me drop it down. Y'all can see what's going on with Maddie. Tower. Uh-oh. The secrets are going to be coming out. The base of the reading. Justice. Do I need to explain that? I don't think so. Behind him. Oh, the web. The web. 8 of Pentacles. This is like, you know, he's just caught up in so much stuff. And he's trying to hide it, but that Tower card does not look good for hiding things. Nor does this Sun card. He's got the sun illuminating everything, illuminating the web in the potential near future. I don't know. Do you guys really want to see? Oh, 10 of Swords. Someone is going to be stabbing him in the eyeball. Look at that. Look at that 10 of Swords. I don't know which way's right up. Wild unknown. That's crazy. So, yeah, Matt. Wouldn't want to be you. You got the Tower moment, you got justice, you got illumination of all your dirty deeds. The High Priestess, you've been mucking around playing with this, I don't want to say dark energy, but you've been hiding things and being secretive, and it's kind of in the government. Well, it is in the government, and it's going to be exposed for all your rotten worminess that you are. Lovely. I'm glad I read on that. All right. Volcanoes, East Coast. Is that volcano that's in the Canary Islands, is that going to affect the East Coast? Now, it is going to affect the people on the Canary Islands, of course. And it's putting out a lot of smoke and ash that is going to affect people wherever that smoke goes, probably over here to the US. So make sure you guys get your air filters. Last year we had to buy a couple extra just because the smoke was so bad. Seal up your windows and stuff. All right. Canary Island volcano. Is that going to affect the East Coast? Let's just pull 3. Oh, crap. Oh, I gotta let my dog out. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Sword of Suns. I am thinking. Okay, baby. I'm so sorry. Had to let my doggy out. Yeah, I think that there is gonna be something flying in pretty fast on the East Coast. Entertainment only. There's gonna be a lot of communication going back and forth. To me, when I look at this, you know, a lot of times the 10 of Cups, it's a celebration type of card. This is cups with strings on them, like telephone lines. So a lot of communication going back and forth. Some of it's hot, some of it's cool. And then we have transformation. So East Coast, please. This is entertainment. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there is nothing that's going to happen to y'all, but be prepared. Have some extra food. Have some battery operated flashlights. Be careful of candles, because if you have gas in your building or whatever, candles and gas do not mix. So, little solar operated radio. You can get those at Red Cross. I have one. They're pretty cool. You can charge your phone up with them and stuff like that. So, all right. West Coast, because we just got a new volcano in Alaska. So let's see what's going on there. Is that going to be a threat to the West Coast of the US? Volcano in Alaska, second. Volcano in Alaska. Threat to the moon. Six of Wands. Daughter of Cups. I think we're going to escape it. I think it's going to darken the skies somewhat. Maybe not down here, but in the world. We're going to fly away from whatever it is, the volcanic activity. And then we have the Daughter of Cups, which is a calming card. Just, it's going to be okay. So West Coast is good. East Coast is bad. So I am taking reservations. Anybody on the East Coast? I'm going to try not to price gouge. My rooms start out at $10,000 a night. Nah, they don't. So let's just pull as we leave here. I want to pull a mystical shaman card.